All right, y'all. live, live,
Live and alive.
and
Live and
alive,
alive, man.
live and alive,
Goddamn.
bruh. It,
uh,
who you
life,
telling?
sometimes just life's really fucking hard. And what you gonna do, right?
Right,
Just roll with the punches.
exactly.
Roll with the punches.
That's all you can do.
Staying flexy with it. Oh no, that's Pew.
All right. So today, in today's episode, um, yeah, fuck ice.
Fuck ice.
Fuck ice.
Huh,
This
fuck.
is fuck ice is just today's theme going on because yeah, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of fucking discourse that I really want to get off my chest and just like everything that's been going on. Like the shit is kind of scary. I ain't gonna lie. Like I would have never thought to see some shit like this in my lifetime. I'm just keeping it real. Like you would have never had thought that motherfuckers is getting like military getting involved for protests here in the States. Like in the height of fucking the whole like George Floyd protest, which was like that shit was crazy. Like that was like a global fucking protest. Like not like George Floyd wasn't a saint. Let me just get that out there, right? But to see the amount of solidarity on such a world scale was fucking insane during COVID, nonetheless, right?
And I have fucking something to say about that. Like the the left or the other side, like the what people would the right side would call fucking woke. We constantly feel like we have to excuse ourselves. Like, and George Floyd was no saint, yada yada yada. But time and time again, they arrest right wingers that are pedophiles or sex traffickers. It's all fucking projection. So like the fact that we have to excuse their actions of violence and crime with, oh, well, I understand that the man was a criminal. Yeah, he was a criminal and he was owed a day in a fucking criminal justice system, whatever, that is broken as fuck as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, we definitely
But
need criminal justice reform like bad.
yeah, yeah. Like it's not like trying to say and it's gonna fix itself. Like it never ends, man. Sadly, it never ends. But it can become easier. It will never end, no matter how much we fucking try. It's just a constant churning system, you know.
Wait, what? If you can't show us you can be civilized, get deported, learn English, take a shower, learn hygiene, bringing disease, AIDS, disrespecting the community, trashing everything, trash everywhere, get deported.
Aww. Feelings hurt over here, man. Damn.
Whoa.
Oh,
Okay.
spicy
Spicy,
take.
spicy. Someone's in they feels this morning, bruh. It's 9 a.m. in the morning.
Damn.
Bruh, where you at, bruh? Your toast ain't even buttered yet, my guy. Jesus.
Oh man. I this is the problem with the way that media covers this shit, right?
Right.
I saw this one picture that was a bunch of media persons fucking taking a picture of a fire inside a trash can, and like peaceful protests is happening all around, right?
Mhm.
and then they all fucking just focus on this one tiny thing, this one tiny trash can fire. They probably set themselves, and they're like, "Oh, the city is on fire, dude." This morning, I was reading the paper, right?
Right.
The SD police actually commended all the protesters for keeping everything civilized and peaceful, and just really cooperating and driving their point across.
Yeah.
That's it. But people want to be agitated and fucking have their fucking panties in a knot.
Right. They'll let that one
Get a hug, bud.
outlier. They'll let the one outlier kind of like fucking speak for the whole movement as a whole, which is not even the case. Because people love to bring up like how fucking dangerous Chicago is and shit, but when they have their protests, they were the ones being escorted by the police, and the police were protecting their right to protest, and shit was sweet. But nobody wants to talk about when shit is sweet. Only when things are on fire.
Because it sells, man. Because it sells.
Exactly.
But like they don't. The people that want to bring that up, like this person right here, Mugfoot.
Who is Mugfoot? That's crazy. He see, and then this motherfucker want to troll it and never show his real face too. Like, bro, what the fuck is that?
Like it's okay, man.
It's like a werewolf. Oh boy.
All so right. It's just like they don't want to recognize, we'll never read the articles of the people that I get deported just for going to their court dates.
That part.
They don't want to recognize the fact that cruelty is the point of what's being done right now.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to recognize that there is supposed to be a system, right? That could be fixed, that could be better for everyone. They just want to like cross their arms and be like, it's not working. But, man, like for example, right? There is a program. Let me pull it out. Found it before.
All right.
There we go. This one. Oh wait, no, that's right. We're gonna cover that at the end. I remember now.
I got it.
I'll save it.
All right.
I'll save it. If you stick around, bud, you'll hear our opinion on it. Up to you.
Up to you. He wants to be all, I don't know. But then again,
Edgy.
chances are, I don't know. This is the first time I heard from Mr. Mugfoot, but chances are this could be someone from work trolling. I don't know.
It's okay, man. Troll energy is just.
It is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. But dude, so there's this discourse that has me scratching my hand a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the discourse between like how Latinos are coming at Black people for not showing up, which is on one hand, right? 60% of the Latino community voted for Trump, right? And also another tidbit, same thing, like the patterns were same in other immigrant communities like the Asian community, like half of the Asian population, but also voted for Trump too. So I mean, like on one hand, right? You shouldn't come for people that didn't create the problem that y'all created, right? Like, the majority of Black people showed up for Kamala. I showed up for Kamala, and I don't like her at all. Like,
same.
I was not a fan of her politics. I was not a fan of like how
Uh,
she was as the vice president. When Roe v. Wade got overturned, she was awfully fucking quiet. As a female, the most powerful female in the country, and you were radio silent on an issue that affects women, and the whole point for you, like you, because Biden was supposed to be the transitional president. The whole point of her even being the VP pick was for her to be president.
uh,
You had a chance to like, oh, all right, Miss Harris, President
which I was
Harris.
not behind
I wasn't behind her from the
already.
get go. Right.
I was like, if that's
She
what the
was.
plan is, I'm still like,
You're right.
that's not really turning the leaf. All right. That's
Right.
kind of like
Because let's
flipping
face
the
the
lid
facts.
over.
Yeah. Let's face the fact. She was not a good candidate from the beginning because she was the first one to drop out of the presidential race in 2020. The first one to drop out, and then she couldn't even win her home state during the primaries. So what the fuck does that tell you? And I still casted my vote for her because I knew the alternative was not going to be good. And
It
so
is, man.
for those, yeah, and
It's
then
like the thing that I believe attracts people to the Republican Party as is right now
mhm.
is and I've talked to some people like this at work. Uh, at least is action, you know, kind of like when you are stuck in traffic. Google Map tells you like, oh shit, okay, pile up 25 minutes plus, and you're like, liar, is 40. Don't lie to me. Fuck you. So you decide to take side streets. That shit's still gonna be, instead of the 40 minutes plus, it's gonna be like an hour and a half. But at least you're moving, right? It's that sensation of movement.
Mhm.
So for people that haven't been into politics as a hobby, which sucks that it's a hobby, but still, that's a different conversation. People that are not into boring ass shit like this, like, um, they're just getting in right now, and they're like, this shit moves too slow, which they're right. I fucking agree. This shit does indeed move too slow, especially for the society in which we live right now.
Mhm.
So I'm angry. It's like being angry at a little brother or some shit, and be like, they fucking broke it. God damn it! I understand why, but it just was not the way to go about it. Is where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Chainsaw
Valid.
was not the way.
No. You're right. So getting back to, black and brown like discourse, because this is strictly just an internet conversation entirely.
Oh, the discourse?
Yeah, the discourse is strictly it is strictly internet conversation because there's the, um it was more like, yeah, black people, this isn't your fight, and type shit, right? And historically speaking, we would not have a lot of the rights if it weren't for the plight of black people in this country. Birthright citizenship wouldn't have been a thing were it not for that Dred Scott case that happened in the late 1800s, like post Civil War, because the conversation is the same conversation then. It's the same conversation that we have now. Does the Constitution apply to citizens, or does it apply to all people in this country? Right. And so since Dred Scott was a former slave, we already knew then the Constitution didn't apply to us then, right? But since slavery is done, niggas ain't going nowhere. What happens? So then they had to amend birthright citizenship with the 14th Amendment, because even though he was a former slave, he was born in this country. And then fast forward to the civil rights movement, right? Where we had to, even though we were free, Even though we were seen as American citizenships, we were second class citizens and we couldn't vote, at least not peacefully. And then that's where the Civil Rights Act of the 1960s came about, where we could legally vote because we couldn't. We try to go to the voting booth,
Dude.
and then next thing we know, we're being harassed by fucking racist white people.
And a fucking bunch of walls being put with like, oh, you got to prove this and you got to prove that, and fucking count, and like,
right,
dude.
Yeah. So like, as a Black American, like just as the Black community as a whole, we've only really had full rights as citizens for like maybe 60 years. But slavery ended. Man. But slavery ended such and such time ago, right? Almost 200 years ago, slavery ended. But we haven't had full rights as American citizens for the last 60 years. What the fuck? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, getting back to the discourse, though, because there is a lot of Black and brown solidarity happening in the streets. So I don't really know where this internet shit's coming about, how Black people stay away. This isn't your fight. It is our fight. Oh! She finna do it. She finna do it. Speak that shit. All right, go ahead. Pop your shit. Pop your shit. There you go. Pop
so
it.
I've seen this online. Some comments talking about how like there's some Russian bots and some other like foreign country bots that are trying to make some discourse happen online.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're like in your feels online by something that some motherfucker that you don't even know said, that feeling just sticks, man. And you take it out in the streets, and they're hoping to cause discourse like that. So like, just remember, online is not real life, man. Just it's use it as a tool. That's it. And then just your feels, do not take them with you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's effective, man. It like, you could say it gave them access to the fucking president last election, like last election.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, there's evidence fucking in articles of how when Elon came in to into the government, all of a sudden there was like connections to Russia made into fucking servers in the government, man. So like, what it all means. This administration sure is very eager to show its love or okayness with countries like North Korea and Russia and stuff like that. And if the boot fits, you know.
Right. You know.
Yeah.
If the shoe fits, feel free to wear that shit, right?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, Elon hacked the government through Starlink and let the Russian bots in.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like, he's out of the administration now, but like, he got a bunch of shit out of it already. So like, what the fuck else? He made out clean.
Right.
Like, he'll try to like rebrand his message, rebrand himself.
Right. He's
and we'll see how many people.
The final straw was him not getting his fucking EV amendment in that fucking big beautiful bullshit bill.
Yeah.
That was the final straw for Elon.
But yeah, man, like, it's I'm glad that it's not going into the streets, man. then the streets people are being shown solidarity with each other and shit.
Right.
Like, because it makes no fucking sense.
No.
And I was gonna say, like, not yet.
Yeah, and like I'm not gonna ignore the nuance in the internet discourse portion of it, right? Because like I said, nigga showed up for Kamala, but then that just goes to show you how much how colorism and even misogyny even exists in other cultures.
Oh, now that, yeah, no, dude.
Because I felt like, just thinking out loud here, if Kamala was a white woman, you know what I mean?
There is something to say about Mexican colorism. If you look at our list of presidents, you'll notice it's very monotone. Follows a very pale palette. That shit.
Right.
There, if you watch telenovelas, most of the actors are white complexion, and the roles that are seen as lesser, like the help and restaurants and stuff like that, tend to be browner and way browner. Like they try to they don't do blackface and whiteface, but like their color distinction is quite noticeable.
Yeah, motherfuckers in the service industry are almost closer to my complexion. I get it.
Yeah. So Shorty I'm talking to right now was just a few shades lighter than me. So, and you hear it, man. It's very commonplace, sadly. Like it's within families, they're like, oh, they see a baby, and the first thing that they'll say is like, oh, they came out light skinned, good. I'm like, damn, dude,
what the fuck?
Fuck. They haven't even met the sun. Who knows? Okay. Bruh. I hope that they turn brown as fuck. Okay. I'm never gonna put sunblock.
That was the shit that fucking Meghan Markle and Prince Harry had to deal with.
Man.
Like them racist motherfuckers talking about worrying about how black the baby's gonna be. First of all, nigga, Meghan Markle is so light skinned she doesn't even have to say she's black.
It's a choice. It's a choice at that point. Man.
Like that's just how like light skinned Meghan Markle is. She could have just said, fuck it. She could have said, I'm Mexican or some shit. Like she didn't have to mention, that she has nigga in her, right? But yeah, dude, like that's just colorism is so fucking weird because it even exists even within Black American culture too. Like saying that's so light skin and that's so dark skin, like that's a fucking pejorative.
Oh,
like we make fun of like and I'm not gonna lie, like I have partaken in this discourse too because like I make fun of Drake that way. Like when you're seeing because light skin features within the black community is more like, oh, you so sensitive, you soft and shit, right? But when it's I don't know, maybe this is when it's talking about like light skinned men though, right? Where they seem a little bit more feminine. But what's fucked up is when it comes to dating, light skinned women, they get all the fucking passes, bro.
Damn.
Like they'll like there's niggas out there that will put Doja Cat over Doechii.
Hey, white curious or like what the fuck? Like
Yeah, like
Why?
Doja Cat is light skinned like a motherfucker. Meanwhile, Doechii, she is blacker than black.
Gorgeous
Right?
though.
Gorgeous.
But
I love Doechii.
like, man, yeah, no, like
I'm
it's
ethically ambiguous. Even everyone is racially biased against me. That sucks, bro. You are not safe.
but like, nah, man, it's fucking cultural, and it comes with I. And some people disagree with me, but whatever. I really think that part of the immigration process should be a much stricter class, because motherfucker over here like gun ho like, oh, that'd be programming and shit, and I'm like, no, it's the clear explanation of expectations, um, of like democracy and shit, like the way that it actually is supposed to function, systems and stuff, because you are bringing people in. What makes this country crazy, beautiful, just this huge melting pot of different cultures and different ideas and different takes. But you should still explain this one system that you want within it to work. And you have people that come from democracy, sure, whatever, but that they get practiced in a different manner.
Right.
So you should explain it better. You should have a class, because people come with that, the colorism of another nation and bias that come culturally with it, right? But my fear with it is that when I say it, it sounds kind of utopic, and I don't want that shit to happen. That's like the slippery slope. Yeah.
Okay. I thought the colorism for Mexicans came from Spanish raping the Mexicans and performing lighter natives, and they would get better treatment. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you have an entire, like, if you want to pull out fucking the entire branch, right, of like mestizaje, you have like it got fucking crazy, because it was like white mom, black dad, white mom, brown dad, white dad, brown mom, white dad, black mom, like, and each one had like fucking names, so it's not that simple. It is. They came out with a very complicated system, of classism and colorism, because in Mexico it was more of the hacienda system, in which like indentured servitude in a way. You can never fucking work yourself out of it, and your family's always going to be working on it. But you had the fucking idea that you were maybe, possibly. Hope.
Hopium, you know.
Hopium. That hopium, man.
Right.
So colorism came from, yeah, like, being Mexico developed this love for other nations. Like, one of our first presidents, I believe Porfirio Diaz, thought about selling Mexico to France.
What the fuck?
After the revolution, man, like, Mexico wins its independence, and a couple of presidents in is like, you know what, this nation building shit is kind of ass. So I'm just gonna like take my money, whatever I can, and then sell us to France. And then Mexico was like, son of a bitch, here we go again. So Mexico has a huge culture of inner war instead of outer war. We're very neutral because we're like, man, I barely have my fucking seatbelt on myself, and you wanted me to help other people. Here you go, 3 soldiers. The rest are busy. Like none of that, man. None of that. So there's sadly a very huge culture of admiring other nations because and I truly think that it comes from don't they seem put together? Wouldn't that be nice?
So we just gonna sell the shit to these niggas, man, and hopefully we get that too. It'll trickle down.
It just never does.
to France of all fucking people, right? Of all the nations, fucking France. They seem put together. You give these niggas a revolution, nigga, it's over. Topless protests everywhere, bruh. Shit, titties is gonna be all the way out over there in fucking France. Give them something to protest about.
Oh man. Not enough titties.
Not enough. All right. But
goddamn. But yeah.
Copy my homework, but change it a little. Just a little bit. Oh shit.
Man, yeah, no, these things, like, context is complicated, man. And the I believe the trick is to read it, take it in, and then just move on.
Mm-hmm.
Because goddamn, yeah, no, like, if you want to go eye for an eye, like, we could, it will always just stay with me, the fact that the Catholic Church sent letters to Spain going like, yo, people are being like, you know what, like, maybe we're being too mean to the Mexicans. They're all dying. We can't import slaves fast enough. It was just, But yeah, we got off topic, I believe.
Yeah, no, we did. Just one more. Oh, what do you know about the Irish that got brought to fight Mexicans? But then some of them realized, hey, the Mexicans are Catholic like us and seem really chill, and then join the Mexicans.
It stayed, actually, like, I believe, and I use it all the time traveling, man, my Mexican card, because it almost disarms people. Like, and where are you from? I'm like, oh, Mexico. And they're like, Mexico, tequila, sombrero. And I'm like, you racist fuck, come here.
Give me a big old hug with your racist ass.
But we yeah, welcome in culture. Hey, come here and party with us. Like,
nah, for real. It's like if I start traveling overseas and they ask me where I'm from, I'm gonna just say I'm Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never show them.
Yeah.
I'm not whipping out my American passport. Nope, I'm Canadian, dog.
Yeah. They have to sell like little skins or something to cover that shit up.
That would be crazy.
Traveling after the first election, I didn't travel after this one. But yeah, everywhere I went, that I was at a pub or a bar or some shit, sitting down talking to people, it was like, so Trump, eh? And I'm like, did not vote for the man. Not my first fucking choice. Okay? Oh my god. Democracy and whatnot.
From the mountains of Caucasus.
Oh man.
Dude.
But yeah.
But it's funny because you mentioned that at a time when you were, still on duty. Which brings me us to our next part of the episode is just like, bruh, what's going on?
This is the part that really gets me at a personal fucking level, man. Like
Right.
A coworker of mine showed me this video
Mm-hmm.
of a young man, probably Marine Corps, top of a sea bag, just 1,000 yards there, lost in thought. And the caption was like, "When you join the military to get your papers, but your parents get deported." That absolutely destroyed me. Because the system is broken.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
The system is broken. And if you want to go back to the initial problem of why the system is broken, we're going to be here 1,000 episodes. And I don't even know, right? We would be going through a fucking journey of learning together.
Mm-hmm.
Of who threw the first stone to cause the imbalance. But what I do know is that the few tools that we have to immigrate legally, they're few. And to breach that promise and that chance, that man signed a contract. He is now not a person but a tool of the government. And the impotence that he's gonna feel to not be able to like help his parents and with his administration not communicating and not letting you contact people while they're in holding. It is just unimaginable, and I feel for him.
Yeah.
So the fact that the administration is trying to politicize a system and an oath that we take to the Constitution and not a man is not only extremely upsetting and scary, sure, yeah, but mostly because I'm a petty motherfucker, upsetting as fuck.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things.
Because he doesn't even understand how petty we can be. Veterans and military members that do understand their oath, and they truly, truly read and understand what they have promised. Yeah, I'm hopeful for it to hold up, and stand still and stand strong against this shit.
Yeah.
But some of the shit that I see is scary, and we will continue like talking about it, covering them, and do with the information the best we can, right?
Exactly.
Like one of them, the one that got me all riled up was, here we go. The military.com article title, brag soldiers who cheered Trump's political attack while in uniform were checked for allegiance and appearance.
Whew.
That is a big, big no-go. Military members should never be politicized like that, because we're expected to be a brotherhood. We're expected to be willing to fight for each other, to die for each other, to put our lives in danger for each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you make it so known that we think so differently about such core things like the value of life, that is not good for morale. That is not good for military readiness and for unit cohesiveness. He's making us weaker from the inside.
I agree.
It's absolute fucking bullshit. I have very strong opinions about this.
Oh, of course. And someone shared me a TikTok, because I guess this I forget what his name of his TikTok is, but he was talking about how one of the sheriffs in I forget what part of Florida it was, but dude basically said, for the protesters, if you throw a rock or a brick at us, be sure to let your family know where to pick up your remains.
Fucking pussy. That's all I can think about. Projection, man. He's just, it's,
and dude started going off because he's a former veteran. He served in Iraq and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he mentioned the fact that while we were in Iraq, if Iraqi citizens or Afghan citizens threw a rock at us, we couldn't do shit about it. That was the Florida police chief. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about, like, we can't do shit about it. So basically what he was getting at is, why are military service members held to a much higher standard of rules of engagement than the fucking police are?
We should be. Easy. We should be. Military members should absolutely be. But
that's the point, though, is just like the rule should apply to people who put on a fucking uniform, because you're dealing with American citizens now.
yes.
But the problem is the police chief is encouraging shooting into a fucking crowd because a rock got thrown at him.
I get it now. All right, sorry. Nah, I fucking
you had it backwards.
Lost.
You got you had it. But I think
there we go.
We're back. We're back. We're back now. Yeah. But that's the point, though. No. Like military service members are held to a much higher standard when it comes to rule of engagement. Like that's how you know how police are poorly trained in this country.
Exactly. It's a reflection of the poor training of our police service, not because they're military. Nah. Other countries, their police people like fucking get trained for a long ass time.
This fucking comment right here. This is the one.
That one right there, man.
It's one.
Absolutely ridiculous. And I have curly hair, man. I have curly hair. You can really fucking mess it up really fucking easy if you don't have the right training. I can't believe that we expect more training of someone that messes with my fucking hair than someone that like is supposed to keep the rule of law, doesn't even remember the rule of law. Fuck, man. And those scenarios, like I didn't serve in a position of combat, but we still train. And even the training, if you put yourself in the scenario, if you truly like take it seriously, it's shit moves fast. You have to make decisions extremely fast. So if you do not know your shit, you will make a mistake. So it takes a lot of time, a lot of practice. And we treat it like, remember those back in the fucking cereal box, you send your certificate and you'll get a diploma detective shits. Like it's like that right now. And it's ridiculous that that's the seriousness and the level that we expect of our force.
Yeah. If you send
It's
us
just
25 box tops, we'll get you a little pin from Scholastics or some bullshit. You know how many boxes of cereals I had to eat? I was gonna get that fucking pin.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
But yeah. So like it is, this shit should just not happen whatsoever, man. And it's just something that we should keep our eye on.
Of course.
How they decide to move people.
Yeah.
But the fact that the forces aren't happy with this either.
No.
No one's happy.
I miss cereal toys.
Dude.
See, what was fucked up at first was they would put the toy inside the fucking they would put the toy like inside like the bag with the cereals and shit. So you had to eat a couple bowls of cereal until you finally got the toy. And then like once by the time I like grew out of that shit, they got smart and like put the toy like outside of the box, or would specially make the box to have the toy like right there, to where you can just get to it faster. Instead of having to eat a whole bunch of fucking cereal to get a goddamn toy. That's why America's fat.
I don't know if you
because it will be like the sugary cereal that would have toys.
I mean that shit blows my mind, that the one with the cheese. That is like why people eat so much fucking cheese is because the US had like caves full of cheese.
Oh god. Caves.
Dude.
Fucking cheese caves.
Yeah, Clever told me about this. Give me a second.
Oh fuck, dude. All right, so I was reminded of one of the episodes from it was like the first episode of the Boondocks, where they said if you give the meanest white man a piece of cheese, he'll turn into Mr. Rogers.
Oh man, okay. The cheese caves of the United States refer to a large underground storage facility primarily located in Missouri, where the U.S. government stored massive quantities of cheese. These caves are actually converted limestone mines, repurposed for their consistent cool temperature, ideal for aging and storing cheese. The government cheese stockpiles began in 1970 during the dairy shortage and have grown over time, with some estimated reaching 1.4 billion pounds.
So there is a video of a police officer getting in someone's face being heated, and the fellow officer reaches to the guy, and the guy turns around quickly. He's about to beat his ass, but realizes he's a friendly. Oh.
It's self-policing, man. Like there's people that try to go to protest because they think it's gonna be violence, and it's up to us to be like, nah, man. And I don't know if it's the same one, but the one I saw, it was a police officer and a service member.
Okay.
So the service member was like, "Cool your jets, man." Like there's been stories of some Marines that they're like to the police, trying to like calm down the police and be like, "Hey, back the fuck back." because no one wants to do this. No one signs up for this. So
Yeah. Cause though,
yeah,
cause
nah.
like, cause when I heard that the fucking Marines were out there, I'm like, oh fuck, this is what we come to.
Let me look this up.
Cause first they
Fucking
sent out the National Guard,
4,000.
and then the fucking Marines got involved. So Marines are all like, yo, y'all niggas is tripping. Because it goes back to how military service members are held to that higher standard when it comes to rules of engagement.
Yeah, if you shoot someone, even if in self-defense, you might still get in more trouble. If you do not, or you're not able to defend your position. So de-escalation is way more important.
Okay, he sent it to my personal TikTok. Okay, I'll view it later.
So here you go. The fucking yeah, man. Like, quick search. Apparently.
Hold on. Actually, let me pull it up, and then we'll watch it live.
Oh, but quick search. In 2022, approximately 17.4 of active duty military personnel were Hispanic or Latino.
Wow.
So yeah.
All right. Hold on. Let's find the reel.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, let me pause. I'm going to share. Share screen. All right. So let's see what this is about. Man.
Into it again.
Yeah, he almost swung on his. Yeah. See?
Yeah.
On edge for no fucking reason, bro.
On edge, man.
Just all in your fucking feelings for what, dog? That's crazy. That's fucking nuts. All in your feelings, man. And then that's why these cops, like I said, these cops are so poorly trained. These cops are poorly trained, bro.
It's I guess you can imagine that it's a scary situation, right? To be outnumbered in those numbers is less cops to like protester ratio. But that's where your training and your preparedness shows, right?
Right.
You're not supposed to be that on edge, especially because there's no like wall or nothing like that I could see in the video that looked dangerous in that moment for him to be in absolute like fucking red condition, just like breathe, calm down.
His fifis got hurt because
man, he was just ready for the other shoe to drop, and
he didn't respect my authority.
Calm the fuck down. Assess the situation properly. Like,
he has high blood pressure. $10.
That part, man. Yeah, no, probably actually.
Shit.
Oh man. But yeah, no, he needs to take it like go touch grass, bud.
Yeah.
He probably like what has been hyping himself up for fucking days over this and just really tense. Go get a massage, bro. Fucking some candles, a bath, take a breather, relax. It's gonna be okay. Get like that when shit hits the fan. Right now, bring it down like 2 levels. Calm down.
Right.
Like,
Because it's
more
never that.
training, please. More training, please.
More training is never that serious to begin with, bro. Like, never.
Yeah, man. And you see other countries and how they protest, and like the cops are over here, like, okay, yeah, no, we just let them burn themselves out, and that's it.
That's it.
That's it. And there was nothing burning. That's the thing. It's like some of the videos of these protests, if you look away from the like one fucking picture of that one dude with a car burning in the Mexican flag, if you stop showing that picture, that'd be great. Because it's the like 0.1% of the fucking protests. There's like talkers, people walking around, just giving speeches, music playing, bunch of shit, man.
Yeah.
Probably some of the best fucking hot dogs you had in your life. Because street vendors, man, street vendors are gonna sell anywhere.
Right.
Post up, sell some corn. Let's go.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now, my whole thing is, right, if ICE was actually detaining criminals and not showing up to fucking graduations and meat packing factories and courthouses where motherfuckers is trying to get their
school
citizenship,
buses.
school buses, nigga, we wouldn't even be in the situation right now in the first fucking place. How about
Man,
that?
I said it before. You know how you would shut me the fuck up with actual immigration reform.
Mhm.
Shut me the fuck up. I dare you. Proper immigration reform where cruelty is not the fucking objective. Make it. I'm saving this for the last point.
Yeah. Because I get you.
Hmm.
I get you. Yeah. But, you know, it's still a little interesting just in like in the grand scheme of things and just like where we are. Going back to it goes back to niggas told you. You should listen to the niggas. The niggas
Like,
should have voted for Kamala.
I'm past it, man. I'm
Yeah.
past the I told you so because
Now it's just fuck
I
around and
don't.
find out.
These motherfuckers are gonna get cagey as fuck, and I don't want that either. Like
The dude just wanted to
I don't know if it's
yeah, facts. Hell yeah.
yeah, people are eager for it because it's
That's
again a fast, quick action is something that give you like that dopamine hit. Now you fucking tablet toddler, like
nah, and that's how a lot of these
it's
fucking cops are, bro. Like these motherfuckers, I'm telling you right now, I bet you the cops that are like that, they got bullied a lot in school.
empowered, man. Or
They got
like
bullied.
some form of projection, man. I just
These niggas got bullied in school, and once they were able, oh, I got this gun now. Now you got to respect me. Like these motherfuckers have a superiority complex.
and it's legit. Sadly, because it's so easy to become law enforcement
Mm-hmm.
and you are not held accountable as you should.
Nope. If you
It's
fuck up in one
really
department,
easy.
you just get transferred over to another one.
Mm-hmm.
And then
It's easier than
it
the fucking
always
Catholic Church, man. Jesus Christ, like a priest moves over. Like,
so
but like,
there's this really fucked up joke that was said by Paul Mooney.
hmm.
So it was about Michael Jackson. He said Michael Jackson. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me put the echo on. Hold on. I haven't used the echo in a minute. This is the voice of Negrodamus. Michael Jackson should have became a Catholic priest because then he would have just been transferred.
God damn.
Bruh.
Oh my god, man. It's so crazy that this is a joke that we can tell, man. It breaks my fucking heart, but like what man.
Cop gangs? What are you talking about? The police are the biggest gang in the country. What are you talking about? Cop gangs. Cop gangs is crazy.
There's a gangs within the gangs, man.
Gangs are just different sets, but they all fly under the same goddamn flag. That's all.
Some of them are a little more racist than the others.
Yeah, that's it. But it's always true. Like always. So like every time these stories about like police conduct comes out, and then you look in the cops' past, and they, for whatever reason, these are the same motherfuckers that get transferred from somewhere else because they had a bunch of conduct and complaints issues about them. It's
Dude,
always the same motherfuckers. I swear to God.
there's I gotta find it, see if we can link to it later. This entire documentary about the like legit white supremacist links to LA cops and gangs within the LA police, and how it's like legit racist.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
And
Of
if
all the
you
police
follow,
departments.
if you look up like a lot of the arrest reports for some of the white nationalist like U-Haul movements, where like motherfuckers show up in their little like uniforms with a little blue blazer and the little white mask and shit, like posh fucking KKK, like some of these motherfuckers are in law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
Like there is a real connection within like that thirst for their authority being fucking respected and shit. uh and I don't know if they just feel belittled in their average day lives, but like go get a fucking hug and leave us the fuck out of it. Jesus fucking Christ. Like it just
Something,
mm.
man. Because this shit don't make no sense.
No sense, man. No sense. Like I don't understand how the mental gymnastic happens of like feeling like such a victim, but then also being the victimizer. And then like that it encapsulates that fucking meme with a motherfucker that like puts a stick in his own wheel in his bike, then falls and then scrapes his own knee. Like that energy.
Mm-hmm.
And then why the fuck is it my problem? Like I don't understand. I just don't understand.
Yeah.
Why someone feels so self-important.
Nah. And it just goes to so one of the things I wanted to say was like, as far as police departments, like as far as like police corruption goes, fucking NYPD, LAPD are some of the most corrupted organizations that we have in this country.
Man. It's just crazy.
Like fucking they literally had like stop and frisk in New York. Like that was a thing. And it did nothing for crime. Like it did nothing to deter crime. Like the crime rate did not get any lower.
No, there's like study after study that shows that like stop and frisk and all that stuff. Like you just make people hyper vigilant. Be like there's no trust, man. There's no fucking trust. Policing can work because we see it in other countries and how it actually functions. It's just that we have to reimagine what policing is, what it actually means. A lot of the people that I talk to in my life that are right wing get really fucking stuck in when I ask them the question, what is the purpose of government? Fucking stuck. The fucking stutter machine. And I'm like, it's a very simple question. Like you are this invested in a president and in policies and all these different things that you have to understand, that I try to understand, but I don't understand all of them because not my, like, I'm not a government major, like all that kind of shit, right? Like I'm just curious about these things. But you're that disentrenched, but can't even understand, or like not understand, explain to me what government is, what you expect to see from government. That isn't burn it all down, because that doesn't work. We're a society, we need a system to be able to interact with each other. That's just it. Fix it.
All right.
So I yet to have one like super mega Republican sit down with me and be like, hey, this is what government means to me, what I expect of government. Because I believe that their true feelings about it would be something that the majority of the country would disagree with. But if you solidify it, if you say it and you make it black and white for everyone to see, you lose. That's why they're afraid. Yes.
Valid. Because it's true.
You want fascism.
Really, yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, these MAGA niggas really don't stand for anything real or principled, because their fucking leader that they put in the White House literally is a fucking felon, and this is supposed to be the law and order, fucking the party of law and order. Yet you voted for a fucking felon, and this felon also pardoned people that supported an insurrection.
And then decides to send the people's military against their own selves because of nothing. The police chief was like, hey, we're fine. Everyone was like, just, we're fine. Did you see that? I believe in the first or second day of the protests, a Fox reporter got kicked out of the protest because she was like covering and saying some like incendiary shit. And they're like, no, you're misrepresenting everything that's happening here. Get the fuck out.
I didn't see that, but I didn't see that, but I can imagine that happening. Cause like, nah, bitch, you ain't finna fuck up shit that's going on over here.
Yeah, no, like the fucking Cheeto is gonna see your news report and they're like, they're burning fucking LA and fucking send way too much. Like the National Guard was just sitting on their asses, man. Like 2,000 members for what, man?
Nothing.
The cops had it.
A big waste of fucking taxpayer money is what it was.
Yeah, and now his fucking parade over here.
That, bruh, you see the tank? You see the video with the tank? You heard the fucking. I'm like, damn, nigga, that tank needs some fucking double D44, dog. Like, what's going on?
Sounds like two mice fucking, man. Like, it's just like, Jesus Christ, man. It's just.
Ain't nobody show up to that fucking parade, bruh.
They're
It was
paying people to show up, man. It was so fucking funny.
I think they said it was like something in the
Oh,
upper like $35 million or some shit was spent, and in taxpayer dollars was spent on that fucking parade.
you're gonna have to pull out this clip, man. It's like a clip of him talking to one of his guys during the I don't know if it's like during the parade. Uh, but basically he's like, yeah, no, like in North Korea, King of Yoon's people just whoop, they stand up. I want that for my
Oh,
people.
yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Like,
We
like,
should show that shit. We should show that shit because yeah, that shit is just like that. This is what he wants, man. He wants people to stand at attention and salute the great fucking leader, the Cheeto. Like that's what he expected, not this like fucking squeaky ass tank and lazy ass march because none of those people want to be there. They're walking like I can't believe my fucking weekend. I have fucking plans and shit. Now I gotta march here. Nah, man. No one's enjoying this. And I'm glad and I hope that he didn't either.
fuck. If I could, man, I know what you're talking about too. If I can find that shit, I would.
Oh man.
Uh,
And that I did not find that one.
fuck. But nah, that would have been a good
But
one.
yeah.
Only 300 showed up, bro. It was, and they were paid too,
How many people showed up to the protest in DC? Right
bro.
next door, like adjacent to this shit. I wonder, man, like, fuck, let's see. Fucking paywalls. I hate this shit.
Bro. This is damn. This is,
Let's see.
well, I can definitely tell just based off of this image here, way more than the motherfuckers that was actually at the parade.
Dude, more than 5 million people took part in the No Kings demonstrations in over 2,100 cities and towns across the country.
Mm.
Only 300 people showed up for your birthday, Donald.
Man.
I know I'm against troll nature, but this is just so fucking nice. Self-serving piece of shit, man. Like, oh my god.
Yeah. And then this orange bitch wanted to fucking start to like retract, talking about hotel workers and farmers. This nigga, I hate this nigga so much, bro.
Fucking Deca Trump, man, is perfect. It truly is. Trump always chickens out. Because this administration is the administration of reinventing the fucking wheel. because this mansplaining piece of shit just don't. They want to open everything and reinvent it and then like put it back together, kind of like cool, and be like, see, I fixed it, and like they expect a good job, Timmy. Like, nah, no, because all he does all his life has been grab shit, paint it, make it the golding and shit, make it pretty, and resell it. But it's just still shit. That mentality, that house flipper mentality, is not the mentality of a fucking leader.
No. Far from it.
Especially of a nation.
No.
If you hate your landlord and how they fucking charge you every single month, they upcharge you for painting flies into your wall or kind of maybe fixing your toilet, but you voted for this motherfucker, you're an idiot. Like, it just, man. And you fell for it. Mm. Trying not to be mad because I can ramble when I'm mad, and I'm trying not to.
So who was it? Who fucking said it? I think it was Chris Rock when he initially ran for president. And he said, "What this motherfucker gonna do when he get in the office? Sell off Baltimore?" Like,
but he might. Man, don't tempt him. Don't give him any fucking ideas.
What you gonna do? Fix these states up and flip them and sell them to other countries, nigga? Like, what you mean? Like, oh god.
Man. And there's the thing. You know, these people don't understand. So Trump retracts, right?
Of course.
Because he realizes, or he got a phone call from some rich motherfucker that has like a gazillion farms and has destroyed a gazillion small businesses. He got a phone call from a rich bitch or something, right? Mm-hmm. That made him reconsider his point of view. And now he's withdrawing his opinion on like kicking out illegal farmers and illegal fucking hospitality workers, right? There is the H-2A temporary agricultural worker program. Don't be giving him ideas, guys.
I mean, like, yeah.
That's the saying. So here's the thing. So there's this program, right? The H-2A program, where legally people can come in, legally work these farms, but you have to give them certain things. If you truly wanted to fix this, he could be like, still like, no illegal immigration, but they can go through this program, and I'll expedite the process. But then the problem would be fixed, and it would be out of a fucking talking point.
Ooh, imagine that.
Imagine that. That program exists. Why not make more slots? These people that these farmers are telling you, hey, they're fantastic workers, blah, 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 blah. Make more slots, expedite the process. They are now here legally, but they have certain rights because they're here on a worker visa.
But that makes too much sense.
That makes sense? That fixes the fucking problem.
But fixing problems is not what our government does.
No.
They just like to put a band-aid.
No, it does not.
They just like to put a band-aid on that shit.
I could actually, like, if Trump did this tomorrow, I would swallow my fucking words.
Nah, keep talking shit. I'm not. I'm gonna still talk shit.
I
Cause fuck
would
this nigga.
swallow my fucking words on this one thing. Is keep criticizing because that is my job as a citizen to always be watching and making sure that our thoughts are actually making it up there, right?
Right.
But on that one point, I would have to swallow my words because that would be actually effective.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is that Biden was trying to get this border bill passed, but Republicans fucking decided to fucking what's the word, filibuster, whatever the fuck they were trying to do, just so that way Trump could have a talking point to run on for the election.
Because these daddy issue having motherfuckers, like, just my way or the highway mentality. Like,
yeah, like in the fact that these motherfuckers want to sit there and gaslight the entire country saying, "Oh, Biden's open border policy." First of all, we don't have an open border policy to begin with. Let's just throw that out there, right? Like that's not a thing that happens here. We don't have an open border policy. Fucking up
dude,
until this current fucking presidency, the nigga president done deported more than any other sitting president, more than Trump's first term. I don't know what the numbers are now. I'm pretty sure he probably got Obama beat by now, but
I don't have the numbers at the moment. Yeah, I need to pull them out.
but at least the nigga president did it the right way. Shit. He did it within the confines of the laws that we have in place already. But this motherfucker over here talking about, so ICE, you want to go like deport some people? Hell yeah!
And they're like,
just gave
they're
these niggas
giving
free range.
and they're
And-
giving some crazy bonuses for being nice, man. They're like making it so people with barely any training are doing these things. Like, I heard the story of a poor kid, 8 of these motherfuckers for a busboy, an 18-year-old busboy. What threat was an 18-year-old busboy to you?
No, he had a tattoo. No, he's part of
Man,
a gang.
they're all weak ass bitches, man. It's just like I've being a woman in very men heavy fields throughout my life.
Mhm.
I've met a lot of insecure motherfuckers. And that's all the vibes I get, and that's why I laugh so much, because it is just a huge ass temper tantrum. Shut the fuck up. Grow the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. It just, man. But like, I'm trying to remember that it doesn't help to make them defensive, because that's exactly what they fear in a way. And it's just like, but why is it? It's just tiring to have to be the person with a composure. And sometimes you just want to like tell them to shut the fuck up and slap them up.
Yeah,
Up the head.
we all want to be able to crash out, but sometimes that's not something that's afforded to us. And you being Latina on top of that. Oh, she's just being fucking loud. And you're lesbian on top of that. Oh, I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this angry dyke bitch over here telling us what the fuck to do. You know what I mean? Like, oh, whoa.
How about instead of trying the same thing over and over again, just try it. Just fucking try it. Just try it. You don't have to tell me it worked. Just try it.
Just try it.
You don't have to admit shit. I'm not here for the thank you or the expectation or whatever the fuck. And that's like something that I see a lot on these alpha male types.
Oh God, alpha
is
male.
that if they try out the advice, that means that they have to accept defeat I don't need to know. I don't need to know that it worked. I just want you to feel better, man. Legitimately, as a human being. Um, something that my brother told me, right? I helped him get this job, and for an entire ass year, he kept saying like, thank you, I owe you everything, blah 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 blah." And I know that he was feeling and comfortable enough to be vulnerable and to tell me like he was thankful for it. But I told him, I'm like, look, man, I need you to stop thanking me. It feels weird. And he's like, but I'm like, but you got me this. I'm like, look, I got you a card and I got you an opportunity. That was it. The rest of the things that happen after that are yours and yours alone.
Mm.
So I'm not here. I'm never gonna rub it in your face. Oh, I gotta do this job or whatever the fuck. You earned everything else after that because you could have been asked the job. And I don't know if these men see receiving help as weakness because people treat them like that.
You know what I'm gonna say. The dreaded P word.
Oh man.
Patriarchy.
It just
Patriarchy and traditional male like gendered roles, like, because taking advice from women and in this modern day society is just like, but I'm supposed to be the man and supposed to provide and all that shit, and it's just like, bro.
is and women give each other advice like we give like each other fucking like anything, man. And we just like, oh here, yeah, advice. Take it or leave it.
Like, people don't realize that wisdom is a feminine trait.
Like,
it's just that when you think people that are wise, you always think of some like fucking old man, like you know,
big old beard,
old
shit, like fucking
nah,
philosopher.
no, because the thing is that nigga's brain wouldn't have been nurtured without his mom.
Damn.
I'm just saying, bro. There's a reason why the queen is the strongest piece on the board. A king may have his consultants, but that nigga's always checking in with his queen first.
Dude.
That's all I'm saying. So I'm saying, like, these manosphere niggas, man, I'm just saying they missed a few hugs. They ain't got a real queen in their life. That's just pretty much what all that is.
Nah, man. Like, I feel for it, man. Like, it just sucks. Like, may they see and find fucking peace, I guess. Like,
but that manosphere echo chamber is just, it's a slippery slope, dog. And truth be told, I always feel at the end of the day, these niggas just really hate women. Regardless of like what the reason is, either like they're just not getting enough attention from women, or they grew up with just very shitty women in their lives, you know, or they express their feelings to women and those emotions are being used against them. You know, there's like a multitude of reasons and why these men follow into that fucking like realm. But that's honestly a whole nother topic. We can talk about fucking the manosphere.
Yeah, we're gonna go into it,
man. Because I do want to talk about it, but you know, we'll save that for another day. But I think we
Nah.
can definitely end on that note. It's been
Yeah.
real. I appreciate y'all for the interactions. Please like, subscribe, share. Please share. Share the shit on TikTok as well. There's a What's Going On Millennials TikTok page. Go ahead. Link should be in the description. If not in the description, it's on the main page. And y'all have a good Sunday. No kings. No kings around here.
No kings in this motherfucker, man.
Just
Defeated once
elected
before.
official.
Fuck this one too. We got this, guys.
Yeah.
Don't let nihilism take over. Just
Right.
take what you can, do what you can. Love you guys. Peace.
Right. Love y'all. That's right. No kinks in this motherfucker.